In a quiet village nestled at the base of a mountain, lived a young woman named Apoma. She was known throughout the village for her kindness, her humility, and her strong desire to learn the ways of Zen. Her heart yearned to find deeper meaning in life, and she believed that the village's renowned Zen Master Li held the key. One bright morning, Apoma set out on a journey to Master Li's humble dwelling atop the mountain. The path was winding and steep, but her determination fueled her steps. After a challenging climb, she finally reached the top, where the venerable Master Li resided in harmony with nature. "Master Li," she greeted with a bow, "I come seeking your guidance. I wish to understand the power of being alone." Master Li, a man of wisdom and few words, nodded and invited Apoma to stay with him for a while. He led her to a small, simple hut overlooking a serene pond. There, Apoma observed the master's daily routine, the peaceful way he tended his garden, the calmness with which he meditated, and the patience he showed in everything he did. Days turned into weeks, and during that time, Master Li guided Apoma in the practice of Zen. He taught her that true power comes not from being surrounded by others, but from finding strength within oneself. He emphasized the importance of silence and solitude, for it is in those moments that the soul can truly speak. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the mountains, Apoma approached Master Li with a question that had been brewing in her heart. "Master, why is being alone so important? Can we not find strength in the company of others?" Master Li smiled kindly, his eyes reflecting the wisdom of years spent in contemplation. "Apoma, just as a lotus flower blooms in the stillness of a pond, finding its true beauty in solitude, so too does the human soul flourish when it discovers its essence in quietude. When we are alone, we have the opportunity to listen to our inner self without the distractions of the world. This is where we find our own strength, purpose, and authenticity." Apoma pondered these words, and over time, they became the foundation of her understanding. She began to spend more time in solitude, embracing the power of being alone. As she continued her practice, her presence radiated a newfound calmness and serenity. One day, as she was tending to the garden, a fellow traveler visited the mountain. The traveler was struck by the tranquil aura that surrounded Apoma. "How have you achieved such inner peace?" the traveler inquired. Apoma smiled and shared the wisdom she had gained from Master Li. She told the traveler about the lotus in the pond and the power that comes from connecting with oneself in solitude. As time passed, Apoma became a guiding light for others who sought peace and understanding. She didn't seek recognition or praise. Instead, she simply lived her life in accordance with the lessons she had learned. Her words and actions, infused with the teachings of Master Li, spread throughout the village and beyond, touching hearts and souls. And so, the village at the foot of the mountain learned a profound lesson, that the power of being alone isn't about isolation or loneliness, but rather about discovering the depth of one's own being. Just as the lotus rises above the water's surface in splendid solitude, so too can a person find their true essence by embracing the stillness